what's going on, y'all. So they're trying to grab you back into the game because they know that you done left the game a long time ago, and you've been like, I ain't coming back to this game. I ain't never coming back to this game because there's nothing to do in this game. Well, they're trying to drag you back, okay? So there's a handful of things that we need to go over in this video. So that way you're well aware on their methods, the trickery, the sorcery of how they're trying to drag you back. And if you want to come back and check things out for, a couple days or a week before maybe you get tired of the game or whatnot. Look. I'm just, tossing this out there because I know there's plenty of people who do stuff like that. I'm just trying to be realistic on the situation. Of course, I play the game still. But I'm very well aware of the state of the game. It is what it is. I'm not fooling anyone. I'm not trying to fool myself or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But, this is pretty interesting, the stuff that's coming up. So you might be interested in this, okay? By the way, it is PSO2 day as of this update, which means that you are going to have an RDR boost going on this whole time as well. Keep that in mind, okay? So it's like perfect time for this update. It's the first of the month to get RDR boost, PSO2 day. So it's like bang, 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 bang. But now let's just go down here and show you everything that they're trying to get to pull you back in. So that way you're very full aware. But first, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps out tremendously. Thank you very much. All right, so here we have the EX Styles Awaken. Whoa, this whole time they've been doing like this whole so-and-so more days. So the EX Styles release, they send you something in the system mail every day, like some Rappy fritters and stuff like that to hype you up for the EX Styles, right? But nonetheless, they have this whole fast track campaign, okay, for returning players. Get back onto the front line. 30 million EXP and powerful enhancement materials are up for grabs. Wow. Anyway, you go down here and you'll see that they have a handful of things here. So go over these things that these are all coming. And these isn't just for returning players. It's for anyone who's on the game. But you have the up to 100 draws, 10 a day free SG scratch. So we have that going on. We're going to be having that going on with the SG scratch here. So this will be happening. You get 10 a day free SG scratch. This is for anyone and everyone. This is not just for returning players or whatnot, but we do have that going on. You also have a welcome back login bonus, which you see here is obviously for people who are returning because it says welcome back. As you can see down here, it says, so let me zoom in. As you see down here, I'll probably just pop this up on the screen. But it says only users who log in during the event period after having not logged in for 30 days or more are eligible. So that applies to both this one, okay, and it applies to this one as well, the welcome back gift revamped. So you see it down here, it's in red as well. Okay, so those things are going to be specifically for you folks who haven't been on the game for over 30 days. So you can come back on, hop into the game for 2 days, and then spend another 60 days not playing the game or whatever, however you like to do things, okay? Look, I'm not judging you. Do what you gotta do. Okay, I'm not judging you at all. I'm just providing the information for you. So that way you have the tools necessary to make an informed decision. That's what I always do here, y'all. I don't catch the fish for y'all. I just provide the information, provide the tools for you so you can make an informed decision. Okay. Now, what you do with that is I don't care, but I'm just providing you that information so you can make an informed decision. Right? Nonetheless, we will go back over here and we see that there is, of course, these obtain and enhance these equipment with ease. So I talked about this before. This one's pretty big as well in regards to this because these are going to have presets on them. So you get these Progress Armors or Juvault series, and these come with presets. So you see with preset skills, Now it doesn't say the amount here, the level of the preset skills. However, like I mentioned before, usually these are level 3. So you can probably expect these to be level 3, which is very good, and it really helps to start you out and get going into leveling all this stuff out. Putting these fixes up to level 5 and whatnot to really just have you jumping very quickly. And then you have these Juvault Volts here, which can be used to evolve the Juvault series. So that's nice to have. It's more so for these Progress Armors, these Juvaults, for people who have not, leveled those up or enhance those fixes to level 5. This is very beneficial for y'all. We also had this for the Acrocilio at one point as well, where they had like a whole thing where they would give the Tricilio which was the stage right before Acrocilio. They would give that one, and it was like fix a 3. So you could easily just like max out your stuff to level 5, which is pretty nice. But this is something that you definitely should be aware of right here. This is probably one of the most important things to be aware of if you don't have your stuff at fix a 5 already on either of these weapon series. If you use this, if you're using Krez, then obviously it doesn't matter. Using Lay-In, it doesn't matter. But if you're using any of these evolutionary forms of the Juvok series, then this can be applied in that concept as well. So you can use that, the Juvok series, to increase your fix-it on the Ident, so that it does work in that way. Okay, so keep that in mind, because that's real quick and real easy to do so. And then, of course, Prog Armor as well, which is not a real big reason to, if you're still using Acrostasis, it's not a huge big reason to jump over there right now. However, once they introduce the next form in the Progre line, because we're on the second one right now, once they introduce a third one, it probably will have a potency jump. So at that point, you will want to go over there for sure. But right now, it's like 1.5, I think, right? Because it's like 0.5 per each, right? So it's like, But, if you're further back on that one, or, if you're returning and you have some old stuff and you need to put new elements on there anyway, then of course you should be getting the Progress regardless. Like, you should be on the Progress. For all intents and purposes, you should be on the Progress, which is the lesser form of the Eskuls. So take advantage of this, because this is very beneficial for you and for leveling yourself up to level 5 on your fixes, because there is an enhancement boost as well, which you can see right here. The equipment upgrade exclusive enhancement support campaign. Now, you all know we love these campaigns, okay? And this one runs for a whole whopping month here, okay? Like a whopper like Burger King, which I don't like Burger King. I think Burger King is straight doo-doo cheeks. But, look, you can have it your way, and I'm okay with that. You can do what you do. But just not me. Now, this is going to apply to, as you see here, the Juvok series Volgan. So all the Juvok evolutionary forms and all the Progress evolutionary forms. So that's what that's applying to. Boost details, enhancement success rate plus 100%. Augment success rate and preset skill enhance plus 10%. Required materials halved and emissary discount, 75% off. For enhancement, limit break, and unlocking potentials. So this is a prime time. We always love ourselves an enhancement boost campaign. Those are always beautiful. And then also during this time, we do have these skill rings that are being introduced. So you'll see here on the 8th, starting on the 8th, when you log in during this campaign period, you will receive this type 2 simple guard as a present. And this is a damage taken minus 5%. Now, we went over the skill rings in the previous video where we discussed, all the type of new things that are happening in the game, all the fun stuff that's happening in the game. We went over what they have detailed for us in the skill rings and all the different types of skill rings that we have access to. So if you want to see that list, check out that video. I'll have that in the description as well. But you will get this one for free starting on the 8th. Okay, so this isn't coming right this week, but starting on the 8th, you'll get this for free, if you just log in. Okay, so that's really what is important here in regards to this. Of course, you have this new face variant as well, which we can click on that, the new face option right here. And then an assortment of stuff that's also coming for us right here that you really should know. Probably the most important thing is this one right here. The inventory and storage can now be opened in the salon. This is a very annoying one that they had. I have no idea why it took them so long to address this, but you couldn't open your storage or your inventory while you were in the salon. This is namely annoying because a lot of times you would go into the salon and you wouldn't have your salon tickets. So then you have to exit out and get your salon tickets out of your storage and go back in just so you can save your outfit. Bro, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why or how this was, I don't know how this took so long. Like, oh my goodness. But this is probably one of the biggest things, honestly speaking, because now you don't have to worry about that. You can just go into the salon. Don't have to worry about getting your freaking tickets out beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Oh, where's my ticket out? Where's my ticket out? Oh, I can't get on the plane. I can't get on the plane. Where's my ticket at? Like, no. Well, your tickets, you don't have to worry about it. It's with you. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like it's like on your phone. It's in your skin. You just walk through and it scans it for you. You feel me? You have your ticket, okay? And then along with these, we'll just kind of skim through these. I'm not going to go through these because I went through these before on what to be expected. for the first tier, but we do have a Science Strike stuff. We have the new armament that's coming, the Terra Trial, which of course that means we do have the Crimson Realm that's going to be happening in Kavaris during this time period as well. So as you can see there, and if you're trying to look at this, you can see this right here. Dude, this quality on this image is straight Doodoo cheeks. But no, it's 5.5%. 5.5% with damage resistance plus 1.0 all down resistance plus 5.0 and PP plus 4 for that augment, okay? But nonetheless, we have the Kavaris region with that. And of course, you have the EX style. Now, of course, I'm not going to go over this EX style, all this stuff right now because it's still maintenance. And as of the time of this video. And it would be better to just go over it in person, like after you actually try it. No reason, and I mean, going over it right now when we could just try it and then you can see it, and it's, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Right? I'm saving you time. So always like, oh well, you talked about EX style, even though 6 hours from now he could just show us EX style instead of just talking about it on paper. Well, that didn't seem like a very time efficient choice, right? Well, anyways, nonetheless, so we also have a level cap that's going to be 110. So level 110 as well. But all in all, we really want to just kind of discuss and go over all this stuff that's happening right now. Some of these boosts and these treasure shop stuffs that are going on. And there's a grand incentive for all you folks to come back and play the game for a couple days before you realize we're still in the same loop. Because we're still on Halfa. And we always will be. So that's the side. At any rate, be sure to like, subscribe, y'all. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'll see you on the game, of course. So let me know if you're enjoying EX style. If you see this video after your servers are up. All the above. Let me know if you're gonna take advantage of this campaign. You're gonna come back for a couple of days if you haven't played for a while. And if you're gonna come back and check things out. Just let me know. Just let me know in the comments, okay? Well, let me know it all. Let me know it all. Hit you with the ball. I'm shopping at the mall. Anyways, yeah, be sure to like, subscribe. Bye.
Spike content.